Good afternoon and welcome to this week's episode of the Friday Focus. I'm Titus.
And I'm Noah. Let's jump right into it.
Here comes the boy. Hello. Welcome. There he is.
Hey folks, man, so glad to be back with you again for our podcast. Our verse this week is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 28. Let me read it to you. Even a fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. When he shuts his lips, he is considered perceptive. Guys, I heard a long time ago, and I thought it was such a powerful statement. You've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means we should do twice as much listening as we do speaking. That's how it was presented to me early on by a seasoned pastor. And I've thought over the years, man, sometimes it is so hard to bridle your tongue. But James gives us clear instruction that, man, the tongue is full of deadly poison. It's like a spark that leads to a great fire. And I think this is a very powerful verse to remind us it's okay just to hold your peace. You don't have to always say something. You don't have to always get the last word or even have a word. You're considered perceptive, as if you have an understanding, as if you have wisdom, if you will, if you can learn just to stay quiet in a situation. So I would encourage you, be swift to hear and slow to speak. Christ talked to us about being wise, but also harmless. And I think one of the things that will really help us to do that is when we start to listen, start to use our ability to hear. Just think about in Revelation when it says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Guys, if we're so busy talking and so busy trying to argue or debate or get our thoughts or theologies out there, I wonder if sometimes we're not talking so much that we're not really hearing what God is trying to say to us. So I just want you to be encouraged. Even the fool is counted wise when he holds his peace. So that's our verse for the week. And let me leave you with this, guys. It is so easy, so very easy to let our mouths run away with us, whether it's discord or whether it's condemnation or whether it's tearing someone down. But I would encourage you to learn to bridle your tongue. Learn to bridle and put yourself in self-control. We live in a world where self-control is not looked at very often anymore, but I would challenge you to think along the lines, I'm just going to keep my mouth closed on this one. And I guess even that old phrase I've heard from my grandmother and great-grandmother, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. Now listen, I want you to talk and use your voice, but you know what we're trying to say here. There is a time to talk, but there's also a time just to let things go and not provoke one another to wrath and provoke one another to anger. So be encouraged. Know this. God cares about you. God loves you. He has a plan for you. I believe with all of my heart He wants to speak to you through His Word. And so let's be swift to hear what that Word is saying. And let's be very slow to put out there something that's going to tear down or hurt someone else. Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing you again next week. And thanks to these guys doing this podcast.
That's all we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget about the Monday announcements on Monday. I'm Titus.
And I'm Noah. And remember, panini is a type of bread.